Special good night to all our viewers here on Caribbean American News Media Platform. Folks, greetings to all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are back. We are still working on our system. You're going to experience some, not real technical issues, but you're going to experience some, what I would call adjusting to our new system. And so I want you to bear with us tonight. I got to get myself accustomed to it. We're still I'm trying my best to get this thing on. All right. So folks, greetings to all. Welcome to Caribbean American News Media Platform. Special good night to my honorable friend, Sylvia, and her husband, her family. Greetings to you. And to all those who have donated. I am not calling names as yet. I am waiting for your green light, those of you who have supported the platform so that we can get bigger and better. And that is exactly what we're doing. All today I was trying to figure out this thing, and we're going to get there by the grace of God. Now, let me just make some quick adjustments while you enjoy the music. All right, so enjoy the music. We will be right back. All right, folks, so greetings, one and one. Greetings to all. Yes, we are back on the air, and we are on for good this time. All right, there will be no break for us. We're going to be just firing on all cylinder. And so I just want to say greetings to all our loving family here on Caribbean American News Media. To those of you who are viewing over there on our YouTube channel, greetings to you. Let me just take some time to call your names, all right? We have some faithful viewers, and when I saw the funds that I received from just one family, another family here in the United States, it's a family in St. Lucia, I can say that it encourages me, and I am very happy about that donation towards our studio here, and for the other 3 or 4 individuals who came together also and donated, whether it's a $40 or $100 or $1,000 or whatever it was. We give thanks, and I really appreciate that effort there. You are officially our sponsor, the sponsor of this broadcast. So I am here because of those of you who have donated to the platform, those of you who assisted, and Caribbean American News Media. So we are on. We have a lot of basic stuff that we needed, equipment, upgrade. One of these days I will take a shot and upload it to our system so that you can see, you can have an account of what we're doing here. We are subscribing to some new platforms to get this message out. And I just want to remind folks that this is a United Workers Party space. I always say that. I do not want anyone to come here and say, well, he's a hypocrite, he's biased, and blah, blah, blah. This house, this platform, it is a United Workers Party friendly platform. I'm going to say it again. It is a United Workers Party and will remain a platform on behalf of the United Workers Party. They did not ask me to do this. As a good citizen and as a good member of the party, I saw the need for it. I saw the need for this platform. And so it is here. It is not going anywhere. For those of you who have ideas that, you know, he's going to get tired soon. I don't get tired in talking. Ask the folks by the church. I don't get tired in talking. I can talk all night and all day. It doesn't affect me. I drink water. When I finish talk, I mind my business. But let me know, folks, if you're hearing me clearly. By the way, the platform is going to get smoother as we go along. Sylvia, I really appreciate you, and I love both you and your family. From day one, you guys have been committed to this platform, and I was happy to meet you in person, both you and your husband. May God continue to bless you and your family, and may you prosper. And to all our members, I got to say, you know, it seems like we were gone for a long time. It was just a few days. You know, it was just a few days. There's some stuff that I need to make correction on tonight. I'm going to give you quiz. Those of you who say that you are United Workers Party members, I'm going to challenge you tonight. I am going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge every one of you to see how much you know the history of your party. Tonight is celebration time. 60 years. 60 years in existence, the United Workers' Party. We're going to look into the foundations that this party laid in the past. We're going to look also at the 1979 elections, the 1979 election. Some of you don't know anything about anything, and so instead of cussing people off and maple and nastiness, I'm going to engage you. I'm going to engage you. Yes. Felix, thank you. Let me big up my people. Let me just spend some time, folks, to just greet you before we go into the program. We will officially start when we're at 100. Share the live, tag a friend. Some of you don't share the live. Silly, tag a fet. I should be in Florida sometime next week. All right. So, I don't know if we should organize a meet and greet there. All the flabos. Those of you down in Florida, maybe we can do something. Jean-François, greetings to you. Folks, let me know if you miss me. Let me know if you missed the platform. You know, like, you gotta big me up. You gotta let me feel good, you know. I'm not too much of myself, but tonight, you know, I feel that I need to be big up a little bit, you know. But share the live, folks, and tag a friend. Share the live and tag a friend. We are going into United Workers' Party business tonight. We are leaving the Labour Party to their doing, you know, and we're going to go down into the bouillon. 1979 elections. I want us to talk about it. I don't know a lot about it. Listen to me. I'm challenging you, United Workers' Party, to know your history, to know your party. Some of you don't even know your country. Some of you have never been to Dennery. You've never been to Gros-Islet or even Soufrière. You're born in St. Lucia. You've never been to Soufrière. You don't even know where Soufrière is. So I'm going to challenge Uno. You did? Oh, your first session missed me. I am so happy. Oh my God. Oh my God. I feel so loved. Your first. Yes. Nola. Nole, how are you? Mianda, I see that. I remember this name. Vidal. Yes, you miss me, sister? You're more, well, no more. Listen to me. We are going to keep this platform going, so there will be no space on Monday nights. However, Tuesday night, there is a lady, I think it's Lady Lynn, who has a very beautiful program. And I wish that you folks can listen, can view that program. I went on last Tuesday, and I was very impressed with, I think her name is Lady Lynn. I'm very impressed with that show, and people need to go there. It is not a Roro show. It's not a gossip show. It's about equipping mothers with challenged children, with children with disabilities. And I've always been concerned about them, and I'm so happy that she has taken that space on Tuesday night. And so what we can do whenever we have on Tuesday nights, we will do, we will end at 9 o'clock in order to accommodate her show. Tomorrow, Tuesday night, I have an appointment in Uganda. I am speaking to some students there, but we should be on for an hour tomorrow night. But I will be speaking, doing some lectures there for the next few weeks at a university, I believe, in Uganda, in preparation for a trip there, for a massive event that is going to be held there in Uganda. So I will be lecturing at some students there for the next few weeks, every Tuesday, but we will be done by 8 o'clock in time for the program. All right? But tonight we're going to do flubber business, and I'm going to challenge you. You know what? I feel so guilty that Lionel James Ellis, that I have not called him, reached out to see how he's doing or anything. I feel so guilty. He's a good brother. And I do apologize, sir. And to all those who have not reached out to, I do apologize. All right? Yes, Celie says the name of the show is Let's Talk, hosted by Lady Lee. Okay, good. So I'm promoting her. I'm asking you folks to get to the watching that program. I'm going to beg you, please. I know some of you will get angry with me. You're going to get mad with me. But as a spiritual leader, I'm saying to you guys, avoid Roro. Just avoid Roro as like a pothole. Avoid Roro like a plague. Avoid these things, my friends. We are getting older. We can't spend all our time in the rural and always in some back and forth. We are here on a mission, and that mission is to restore the United Workers' Party into leadership. The Labour Party has their mission to it. Our mission is to return, because we need to get Mr. Alan Chastney and the United Workers' Party back into power so we can get this country back on track. A lot of you would agree that the country is not on track. It is off track. And I will show you tonight the importance of the United Workers' Party. I will show you the importance of this United Workers' Party. And many of you, I will open the lines early. Many of you can call in and let us know how dangerous at some point in the history of St. Lucia that this Labour Party have been rejecting every bold and progressive plan in the country to develop it. They have been just blockers, a bunch of blockers. Them fellas even went after John Compton when he tried to get St. Lucia into independence. Them fellas came. Them fellas did all that they could. At every turn of the United Workers' Party, attempting to dig serious foundations in the bouillon of St. Lucia, there have been serious opposition, all from the St. Lucia Labour Party. They have never been on the right side of history when you look at it. Tonight, a party, the United Workers' Party, celebrates 60 years. 60 years, friends, of existence. 60 years of progress. 60 years of development. 60 years of schools and roads and highways and infrastructure and bridges. 60 years. Clean water for the citizens of the country. 60 years of progress, 60 years of major development in the country. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I am ever proud to be two things: a Seventh-day Adventist and a United Workers' Party supporter. I am proud to be on the good side of history. I am proud to be, my friends, among or in a party that will ever be remembered throughout the corridors of history, of building bigger and better, of digging deeper and stronger. A party that stretched its arms in the Eastern Caribbean, joining with Grenada, Dominica, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, forming a union of state. And I remember Eugenia Charles, John Compton, James Mitchell, and all these guys fighting to bring a union together, understanding that these countries will be left behind. They would be left behind if we do not join forces together. Brothers and sisters, I present to you 60 years of progress. 60 years, my friends, of building a better and a brighter St. Lucia for all. 60 years of not only building a better St. Lucia, but 60 years of building a better CARICOM nation, a better Caribbean territories, a better union between countries in the region. And thank God, friends, for the vision of John Compton, who saw the threat, the joining of major nations together. John Compton realized that those unions would pose a great threat to small countries that have not started developing yet. Small countries that have just jumped out of the reign of England. Countries that had to start putting infrastructures and systems together all by themselves, experimenting, making mistakes, errors, but yet were able to build big and to build strong. The Roseau Dam, my friends, the Roseau Dam is a masterpiece. A masterpiece, my friends. The Rodney Bay, the waterfront in Castries. My friends, this brother John Compton, the leader of the United Workers' Party, built a better St. Lucia. He left St. Lucia better than he found it. All of us are proud. All of us will ever be proud to wear our yellow and to hang those yellow high on our homes and to wear them as lapels on our jackets. We will ever be proud to put on yellow socks, a yellow shirt, a yellow dress, a yellow bow, a yellow handband, symbolizing progress, symbolizing an aggressive movement of workers. And that is the United Workers' Party. Okay, folks, I have, let me just greet you again. Let's do the greetings a little later on, all right, because we have a lot of work to do, okay? I see Gil. Thank you, Gil. It is good to be back. I miss you all so much. I miss you all so much. I see Martin Francis, my brother from another mother, and Ian Francis is there. Reynolds, greetings to you. Brethren, I can't deal with all of you right now, but welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me just say something openly here, and I've never done this before we go further. Let me say this. I heard something today from Marvin Charles. Let me say this to you guys. I do not want my name to be called in anything that looks like drama. I'm tired of it. I don't want it. I reject it. Whether it's in a nice way or a bad way, I do not want my name. I'm honestly tired of it. I do not want my good name to be dragged anymore by anyone in or outside of the United Workers' Party. And I'm very serious about it. I have sat by, I have allowed a lot of stuff to go on. And I never came to defend my own self because I strongly believe in the word of God, which says, judgment is mine, I will repay. And so I prefer to sit by sometimes and allow things to go. But I'm saying it's time again for a time out. Let us stop this kind of thing. I really do not want my name to be in it. I'm going to ask you, Flabos, stay focused. I have never known the Flabos to be ferocious. I have never seen that type of Flabo. Screaming and shouting and all the things that I'm seeing. I have never seen this, my friends. I reject it. I almost got caught up in it. I reject it. The Flabos are decent. They are decent citizens. The Flabo represent progress. They represent, my friends, the late Sir John Compton. We must stand in his legacy. And where the poop is thrown at us, we must smile. When the roads are blocked and tires are lit on fire, we must drive through them, but we must focus on the mission that is before us. And I'm saying, brothers and sisters, I do not know the Flabo. And I've been a Flabo all my known life in St. Lucia. And I do not know the Flabo or the Flabos to be ferocious. As a matter of fact, the Flabos are told, y'all are too timid. Y'all are so soft. Y'all don't answer. And that was one of the problems with the United Workers' Party in the last elections. Propaganda left, right, and center. And the Flabo just believe that we need to keep working. Let us keep working. Let us keep fixing the roads. Let us keep building. Let us keep doing our hospital. Let us keep doing our new airport. Let us keep doing what we got to do. Let us keep providing security for the nation. Let's keep the K9 in place. Let's keep security on the top on top of the agenda. And so they did not spend a lot of time like what we saw, running around and cursing everybody. Don't call Alan Shasta name. And you didn't see a lot of that. They stayed working because they are united workers. And when there is a chain in the United Workers' Party that is broken, that chain can cost the party an election. And it did in the last election. It did. Stephenson King was that broken chain who were not willing to be united and work. He did not at the time. He failed to represent the United Workers' Party by being united and by working. Was distracted by self, of course. And all the noise that we see out there, all the noise, it is because we are distracted by our own egos who want to be in this one pocket, who want to be sitting under Chastney, close to Chastney, who don't want anybody else to be among Chastney but themselves. And so they push everybody else on the side by staining their names and saying bad things. That's not United Workers' Party. That is not. We got to go back to our core values as workers. Yes, my friends, because we are the working party of St. Lucia. And let's go into the bouillon of our discussion. I'm going to move on. Folks, I hate drama. I hate roar. I hate, sometimes, sometimes I want to just take a break and just say, let that pass. Because that's not my spirit. It disturbs me, But let's go back to work, all right? So, to all those of you who are United Workers' Party strong, stick with United Workers' Party platforms that are advancing the United Workers' Party's program and agenda. Stay away from Roro, stay away from drama shows. Stick with programs that are advancing the cause. Stick with programs that are pure in their intentions. Stick with programs that would edify, that would educate, that will inform, that will make you a better citizen in your country. Any program that does not make you a better citizen, you need to reject it. You need to stay away from it. And some of you can't help yourself, of course, because you're kind of mixed breed. You're kind of ferocious. And I will tell you, folks, there ain't no new and old breed of flabbos. Flabbos have always been flabbos throughout the decades. We've always been flabbos. Yes, we are, and we open our arms and we welcome all who are willing to be part of the train. We welcome all those who are willing to adjust to the way we as United Workers' Party do business. And that's it. That's decent, in a decent way, in a progressive way, in a kind way, in a patriotic way, where country always comes first. That's what you call United Workers' Party? Where the country and its development come first. All right? So let's do our quiz. Let's do our quiz, my Flabbo people. And let me tell you something. When you have doubt about who is Flabbo and who is not, just observe and watch. If you are a real Flabbo, then you will know another one. You understand? If you are a real Flabbo, you will know another one. So start using wisdom. Some of us don't have it. We're lacking it. So every time somebody comes to us and say, he's a bad one, he's not a good Flabbo, he's a dog, he's this one, you jump and you hate, you start hating, you don't even know the person. And some of you have had gone into hate even with me, and you don't know me. You don't know my efforts. And that's what I'm saying, friends. You see, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to ask Mr. Charles, leave my name out of any drama. I don't want it. I reject it. And as a good Flabbo, I'm going to continue to reject it. All right? Whether you mean well, good or bad, please, it's time for us to stop. Whether you mean good about me, your intentions are pure, I don't really want it. Just please, I want to have nothing at all going forward to do with anyone who have stained my name, who have lied boldly on me, who have deceived many about me. Leave my name out of these drama. And I'm serious about it. Let's get to work, folks. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. So, let's go first of all to Reverend, you cannot have Flabo. Let me say, you ladies, Flabo, honestly, that event on Saturday night, Majimoa event koha. That's all I can tell you. That event, women of Flabo, I see some dresses. I don't know where you all get them dressed from. But where you all get it from, keep buying it. Buy more. More. Look for them in yellow. Stay away from blue. You'll become a blue whale. Anyway, no red and no blue. But ladies, I am proud of you. I look at some of the dresses. I see I see my doctor, my good doctor, Fletcher, well dressed down. I'm like, but what is this? I said, where Dr. Fletcher get that nice dress from? Brother, let me just mind people business for a minute, all right? Tonight is mind people business night. It is the United Workers Party business night. So we're going to mind people business. And by the way, you all need to do your homework. 1979 elections, we're going to have a talk on that, okay? We're looking back at history, United Workers Party history. Let me pull something up here. And I believe I got some more. I got a lot more, but we're going to take our time. It's only me alone, right? So just bear with me. Let me see something here. Hey, let me show you all. Look at Sister O. Look at Sister O. Uh-oh. Hey, look at Sister dress. I thought was a young little girl. One of them young people who just came into the party and everything else. I say, hey. When I check, go clean my glasses and check, I'm seeing is Dr. Fletcher. Look at the lady next to her. Well, do boot take by icon, huh? And look at the smile and the joke. Anyway, Dr. Fletcher, you tin up nicely. Well, man, why is me? Let me stop minding the ladies' business then before they come for me. Oh. But look at it. Look here. I just want you, SLP, to look at this for a minute. This is what you call gold class. Yeah, yeah. Hey, just leave my sister alone. No, let me see if I can blow it up a bit. I have more coming, I have some more pictures, but let's blow it up for those of you who have eye problem, because some of you labor normally have eye problem when you see good things. So let me go back again. One more time, Mr. Producer. Who is the lady next to you? She's got her face shining like the sun. No eclipse, just shining like the natural sun. That's what Flabber does for you, friends. Hey, folks, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Systems I don't know how to handle this. I don't know how to fix it. Anyway, thanks to those of you who supported for the new system. So I got to learn. I got to figure it out. I go and mess with something. Where? So thank God we're not going to blame the SLP for doing that. But then we go back to our show. So that is Dr. Fletcher and another young sister with her. All right. So one of our song went down. Let me just make sure that we are up. Yes, so we're good. One side of the set just went. Not our main set, but it got disconnected. I think something touched something, but it is what it is. Well, let's get back to work, folks. Let's go talk about our sisters first. Let's talk about our sister, and then we'll malpalay the men. All right? Yes, we'll malpalay the men. Let's put up some more pictures if we can find them. Yes, let's look for some more images out of this this ball. Yeah, man. So we have pictures. Yes, pictures coming in here. Our men. Yes, our men shining. Yes, my friends, that is our United Workers' Party. United Workers' Party leaders. The Honorable Alan Chastney. Yes, my friends, watch an event. Look at TP. You quite TP casual. Got Titily. Wow, man, wise me. And he have his little pin on him. TP shining too. Man, is me y'all getting jealous? Not me, I had a ticket, All right, so don't think I didn't have ticket. I had a ticket, but, my wife is finishing up treatment. This is her last treatment, and so I didn't want to leave her and come down, enjoy myself down there, and she's up here. So next time, I miss Leah. If I have to walk down, I go in. Let's look for some more pictures. Let's look for some more pictures, folks. We're showing the pictures, but we soon come. Look at this. You know what you call this? Teamwork. Opposition leader from Belize, and I'm not sure where this other gentleman from is. From Jamaica. But these are opposition leaders who came over to St. Lucia not only to celebrate the United Workers' Party's 60th anniversary, but to form an alliance of opposition leaders. Just like John Compton, he didn't form an alliance with opposition, but he brought governments of the nation, leaders of the nation together to form what we have now as free movement in the Caribbean. Yes? He did champion that. And here's Mr. Alan Chastney walking in the footsteps of the Honorable John Compton. Folks, don't be surprised with all the nastiness that is being thrown at Mr. Chastney. Chastney did not, a matter of fact, I believe Chastney and John Compton are the ones who get the most mapwe because of their color and where they were born. I strongly believe that because John Compton were dealt with nastily by them fellas. And he was progressive, just like the Honorable Alan Chastney. And that's why I choose Chastney. I don't see color. I see a leader. I see a good leader. I see a leader who has his spirit under control. I don't see a leader that gets bent out of shape over everything.
I heard this short fella. The sky is falling.
You will never find Chastney in that kind of story. Focus is not distracted. Don't go after the citizens. Yes, citizens have come for him, but he remained in character. Never got out. This is what you call a leader. This is what you call a leader. Nobody got to say,
and usher him out.
Nobody got to say that to him.
Take his microphone and usher him out.
Mwen pas sa pou mwen maje beti sa.
The sky is falling.
Take his microphone.
Depuis,
Just a minute.
moi pas ça pour manger petit
This
ça.
shot fell.
Listen, we don't have these kind of leaders. We've never had them. We had one that was Simi Gwynnin, and that is the blue whale. Simi Gwynnin. You know? You'll never get that among us, friends. That kind of clown show. You'll get that in the United Workers' Party. And when we get it, guess what we do? We vote them out. We throw them out. Look at all those who are disgruntled and are angry with the party. Look at all those so-called UWPs who wanted to be leaders. Look at their attitude. Look at where they are. They are where they're supposed to be with their party, the SLP. Look at all of them who got thrown out of the party, voted out. Because we follow the constitution of the party, just like we follow the constitution of the country. All of them, whether it's Richard or Preville or King, or look at all of them. Want to be leaders, look at their attitude. That's why I said to you, the United Workers' Party is so strong that the machine will roll you out. Once your character don't fit in to the United Workers' Party mold, then the party just spew you out, spit you out of its mouth because you have no flavor. And so they get disgruntled and they join forces with the other crew. The what you call them, the destructive crew. And they fit nicely, and when you look at them, you look at Stevenson King, he fits nicely into the St. Lucia Labour Party. He fits in nice, man. That's exactly where he belongs. Because United Workers' Party, they're united. And they're workers. But let's get back to our pictures. So we have, I saw the opposition leader of St. Vincent, Dr. Friday. I'm supposed to have him on my show. Dr. Friday. Very good man, you know. Dr. Friday reminds me of Alan Chastney. And here, look. Saki Kabule, yo. Look at this beautiful people. Y'all take some time and take a deep breath. Look at this. Look at this picture. Look at Sam. Sam look younger, happier among the United Workers' Party. He don't have to call anybody voom voom or buddy. He no longer have to tell nobody to tooth. Or peep. Look at how happy. I'm so happy for Sam Jukba Flood. Honorable St. Lucian. They tried everything to destroy this man. Just like they tried everything to destroy Mr. Chastney as a St. Lucian. And just like they tried everything to destroy John Compton. Look at Jukba, how happy he is. Got he doing it by going happy. Class. Look at how. No, look, let me put that again. Look, brethren, are you all guys watching? Look. Look at Sister Raquel. Raquel Bell too, huh? Chastney got you, baby. Yeah. Reminds me. Half of them people on the other side, they walk alone. Or every other week you see them with somebody else. You don't know who is who. You don't know if it's cousin, wife, sister, chabal. You don't know who is who.
And usher him out. Take his microphone and usher him out. Take his microphone.
Well, they wanted to take the mic from me. That's for me. That one is for me. The operators are trying to keep me. The folks say the technicians are trying to keep me on track. So they said, take the microphone and usher me out because I say some things they may say. But class, let's go again. We have more. Let's review a few and then we will go into our quiz. Some of you will get jammed tonight because if you're SLP and you don't know what the SLP, if you're UWP and you don't know what the UWP is all about, well, I don't know what to call y'all. Mosso flabo, mab, wise me. I don't know if you're fake, but I know you're Mosso because you have to know your party. You got to know the history of your party. Can't be a part of a party and you just there giving people maple everywhere. You don't even know anything. Can't answer no question. Look at this. Look at the beautiful. Look at this. Reverend, look at this. Look at. Oh, yeah. Move hill. Leo sab. Ve sabe se. Look at this. Somebody, wait, let's go back. Let's pull the picture back. Somebody came in our celebration, 60 years of celebration, to come and give us maple. What they say? UWP is a waste of bucket? Nobody can spoil our party. Oh, sit there, you whoever you are, sit there and learn something. Learn class. Learn decency. You come in somebody's celebration, instead of sitting down and shut your mouth and learn something, you come in to cause confusion. Who sent for you? Who invite you? Did you pay a $500 to come to our 60th banquet? Who sent for you? Wise mayor. Anyway, let me go back. Thank you, Mr. Producer. Let's go back on track. Look at Mr. Shane Varro, my buddy. Look at them fellas. Serious leaders. Look at them. Brethren, the organizers of this activity, man, listen to me. You guys are of class. No wonder we are building bigger and better airports, bigger and better hospitals, bigger and better everything in the country. We have always been building bigger and better. Can you imagine that? If this government was in power, how far this country would have been? We'd have had almost completing a state-of-the-art hospital, a state-of-the-art airport. Our roadways would have been perfect. Our waterways would have been desilted. Nobody would tell us, well, you can't desilt the rivers, you know. You can't desilt them because you have to leave them alone for the natural cause. And the natural cause end up in people's house. Bunch of lazy people. Look at the roundabout. You're going around the roundabout. I never see anybody reverse at a roundabout. To go around the roundabout, you have to reverse, go forward and come back. If John Compton was there, my friend, he would cry. A matter of fact, John Compton would just look at that place and tell you exactly what to put there. He's not even an engineer. Vision it takes. Some of you fellas need to give up your license and your professional titles. You sit there, eat all taxpayers' money. No, I don't think you guys did feasibility studies or anything. Or got some consultant to tell you what to do. And you go and you paint your piece of roundabout on the ground. And trouble, all hell break loose. I see people reversing at a roundabout. Accident waiting to happen. And this bunch of people, you know what? Is when somebody lose their life or lose their property, then they come out and pretending they're talking about, let's pray for the nation, let's pray for the... stop your garbage! Anyway, let's go back to building. So look at this. Look at this. Let's show some more pictures and then we're going to do. Share the live, folks. Y'all see y'all flabbo. Share the live if you're flabbo. Share it. When I look at my program, I don't see none of Caribbean American news on your thing. I see all kind of drama. Sharing all kind of stuff. Anyway, let's not talk about our United Workers Party. Tonight they celebrated. We're not giving them no mepui. No mepui tonight for our people. Nobody come in here and gave us mepui. Tonight is celebration night. I want to know who this guy is. I met him at Forestier and also in Soufriere at the function. I'm going to show his picture. He's with Mr. Chastain. But I like him. Anybody know who this gentleman is? Anybody know who this person is? Look, there's a mini bug over on YouTube asking to do what? Show me the progress under the leadership of Chastain. Somebody get that penis from over there.
And usher him out.
Usher them out. Get them out. Not tonight. We party and
Take his
celebration
microphone
time. Party
and usher him out. Take his microphone and usher him out.
We have a mini bug over there, so we're on a red mini bug over there. Anyway, let's get back to work. Let's stay on course. Oh, somebody said that is who? Skinny. Let me write that down. Brethren, we got to honor this man. Yeah. This man is a real flubbo. You see him? I like his suit, man. Where you always get them suit in St. Lucia, friends? You always order them from Paris or from England? Me also suity. Mama, you some skinny hand barrel like by come, mama. Why is me? I tell you tonight we watching the men business. No, I feel next to madam la. Let me look at it skinny. When I used to live in St. Lucia, imagine where's the suit, sir. Seems that one was custom made. Skinny have all his little pins on him. St. Lucian pin, UWP pin, tout calte pin ou quoi Skinny guys. Real flabo. Moi même. He got the best dress? Are you serious? Because that's what I'm saying. I'm just looking at this. The man, Jesus. Strong UWP from Castries. Good. I hope he's not from King's district. Wow. We gotta respect the United Workers Party, friends. We gotta respect the efforts of these men. You know, we got to keep the unity, keep the togetherness of the party. And when we disagree, we'll disagree among ourselves. But we will ever be United Workers Party strong. Before I put any other picture up, did I put up my the opposition leader of St. Vincent, Dr. Friday? And by the way, Dr. Friday is going to be the next prime minister. That's my prediction here at Caribbean American News. We're going to officially put it out. Elections should be called anytime this year or next year in St. Vincent. Dr. Friday has done well in the country, mobilizing the people of St. Vincent against the Unity Labour Party under Ralph Gonsalves. But Dr. Friday, he's from the Gwengadines, and he is an honorable man. Dr. Friday, friends, got treated badly in St. Vincent by the government. He was dragged out, actually dragged out by police out of the House of Assembly in St. Vincent. Yes, my friends, it got very heated. Many of you would have heard the clip where they asked Ralph Gonsalves to shut his mouth and sit down out of frustration. But Dr. Friday is an honorable man, and I was happy to see him with the Honorable Alan Chastain in St. Lucia. Dr. Friday, I say it again, is a good man, an honorable man. Let me see if I can get one more picture, and then I'm going to... Yes, here's our favorite brothers. Let me see if I can blow this up. Let's blow it up nicely. Yes, we were able to blow it up. Folks, you know what you're watching here? you're watching a picture of the opposition leaders in the region. You have Keith, you have Dr. Friday, almost same complexion with John Compton. The people in St. Vincent have no problem with complexion. They have no problem with complexion, whether it's Ralph or whether it's the opposition leader, Dr. Friday. Only in St. Lucia, you get that kind of talk about color, white man and pink man and yellow man and red man. Only in St. Lucia. You know why? Because in St. Vincent understand. They understand their people, their culture, their history. St. Vincent understand well that in St. Vincent you have white Vincentians, black Vincentians. You have Portuguese, you have Carib, Arawak. You have different types of Vincentians. We are very much aware of that. And as you go more into Grenadines, you get more white Vincentians. Like James Mitchell, well, Portuguese type. James Mitchell, Ralph Gonsalves, Dr. Friday, my grandfather and those fellas. So you don't hear much of those talk that you hear in St. Lucia about who white and who black and who pink and who this childish petty nastiness. Vincentians know better because we are mixed. And Vincentians understand, and that's why we don't sell our passports. We understand that when we give somebody citizenship, whether through marriage, whether through birth, or whether through whatever it is, that they are sons and daughters of St. Vincent. Yes, we understand that once we bestow that privilege of becoming a citizen of the country, that going forward, you are now a citizen of the country. You are now part of the bouillon of that country. And we do not victimize you until you go back to your country. We don't want you and this nastiness that you see in St. Lucia. We understand that. And John Compton would have discouraged that, just like the United Workers' Party would do now. We are discouraging it. Nastiness. Anyway, let's go to the history of 1977. Let me ask you folks under the live. I'm going to look at the Facebook feed so that I can take your answers. Sister Sylvia, you were there at the banquet? I got to look for your pictures. All right? Okay, so I saw my friend Allison Georges. I have your picture there too, Allison. Who got a bell with me? Bell. I don't know what you all do. Anyway, let's move forward before people start doing other lives to cuss us off. Hey, Allison, Ibo. I saw all of you. Let me ask you, 1979, anybody can remember anything about the 1979 elections in St. Lucia? Yes. Do you remember anything about and you can call, the number is 929-586-1821. The phone lines are open, all right? Anybody, can you remember anything about the 1979 elections? A matter of fact, let me ask you. Okay, let's take this call. And by the way, folks, you can call to wish the United Workers' Party happy 60th anniversary. Caribbean American News Media calling you on the air.
Good evening, Brother Garfield. How are you?
Not bad at all, sir. How are you, Ian?
Yeah, man. We missed you only. I missed you. I saw you in Washington. You didn't invite me to the White House. I'm putting out your business now. I have
my office in Washington now.
Huh?
My main office is in Washington.
You have an office in Washington, D.C.?
Yeah, I'm getting ready for the St. Lucia election, so I bring my office closer.
Okay. Well, I will. Since you're so close to the White House, I better get closer to you, my friend. You're going big and you're going leaps and bounds.
Yes, sir.
But Garfield, before I go into the history of the United Workers' Party, I just want to say sadly, that we just experienced another murder again in the Denry community. I don't know which part of it is the Denry Valley or if it's Denry itself, but the details are still coming in. But we just had another homicide, sadly.
In Denry?
Just this a few minutes ago.
Oh,
so we had two this morning, two this morning, and then now we recorded another one. So it seems like the homicide rate is escalating again, sadly.
Okay.
But
okay, that's bad news.
I just want to say the little that I remember about the 1979 elections. I remember I was only a 1 year old, but the little that I heard was when the elections was called and there was chaos and there was tear gas in Castries.
Oh, was that in 1979?
Yeah, that was in 1979.
So like Allison said, that's Plywood City then, time.
Yeah, that was Plywood City. The whole city was destroyed by the Labour Party and its supporters.
Repeat that slowly. So the Labour Party...
Yes, they incited their supporters to agitate and it became very nasty. I mean, personal businesses were broken into. There were a lot of... From what I'm hearing, what I was told history-wise, I was a child, so I can't tell you I cannot tell you like I whatever. But I remembered as a child, they had to bring us in because of the tear gas and because we were living right in town, and there was a lot of looting in 1979. There was a lot of looting. Persons got businesses have to shut their doors and board their doors. Businesses, but that still didn't prevent the businesses from being entered into and looted. It was just chaotic in 1979, and that was incited by the Semusha Labour Party.
Wow.
Through their supporters. So it was a bad period for Semusha Brother Garfield politically, socially, and economically. And you can see, moving from 1979 up to this present point, you can see, although thank God we have not had another episode of 1979, but you can hear the utterances coming from the mouthpiece of supporters of the Semusha Labour Party and its leaders, where you can hear the subtle agitation and hatred. We don't like no white person and all this kind of thing. So you can see nothing has really changed when it comes to the DNA of the Labour Party per se. Nothing has really changed.
Let me ask you a question.
Players, but the same game.
Let me ask you a question. I think it was between 1981 and 82. Somebody named one of the budget presentation as this. This is the quiz. Bikini budget.
That was George Odlum.
Repeat?
But that was not to me. That was George Odlum.
I'm not going to confirm. I'm not going to confirm, but I'm going to wait for some other callers, and then we'll see.
Yeah, but right. That was George Odlum.
And that was what? That was when 1981.
No, I don't think it was 1981. I think it was way past that, if my memory serves me right. But it was George Odlum. I cannot remember the year, but I remember that description of the budget was said by George Odlum. That I remember for a fact. But I'll give somebody else a chance, Brother Garfield. But I just want to congratulate the United Workers' Party on its 60th anniversary as a political organization, a party, the best political party of choice for every nation. That's my opinion here. It's the right political party, the right choice of political party to join. Those of you young people who want to join a political movement, the better alternative right now at this time is the United Workers' Party. So I want to congratulate the United Workers' Party on 60 years of progress, 60 years of development, everything that you can see for the positive. The United Workers' Party has a hand to play, has some part to play in St. Lucia's development. And I just want to say boldly and proudly that I'm proud to be a member and a supporter of the United Workers' Party. I have no reservation.
I have a date correction for you. It is 1980. In 1980, that statement was made. But we'll confirm. I will confirm after we take the other callers.
So I will give somebody else a chance to call Brother Garfield. I want to say to you, good show, my brother. Keep up the good work as usual, and you can continue to do what you're doing. We have to just remain focused on the task at hand, and our task, like any other rank and file supporter member of the UWP, is to remove this cancer called the Semusha Labour Party from office.
Okay.
Have a blessed night, my brother.
Thank you. All right, so we have a correction there. Somebody said over on YouTube, and by the way, we have record numbers on YouTube tonight. Okay, we have another call. Let's take this call. Caribbean American News Media Platform. Caller, you on the air. Caribbean American News, you on the air.
Hello, brother Gaffin. Hello.
Good night, my brother. How are you?
I am doing fine. Let me congratulate the UWP on the 60th anniversary.
Good. Amen. Yes.
Yes, brother Gaffin, the year was 1980.
It was
when
1980.
George Odlum called, 1980.
Okay.
When George Odlum called the budget, bikini budget.
And by the way, that budget was defeated. There was a motion, or there was something. I got to look at the history, but the budget was not adopted. No.
Yes, it was.
It was.
At that time you had people like George Odlum, John Odlum, Kenneth Foster, and these fellas. You understand?
Right. Okay. Right. So it was George Odlum, and George Odlum was in what party? The St. Lucia Labour Party.
Yeah, they were.
Okay. Good. All right. But thank you so much, caller. Thank you for your insight there. All right. I'm learning. I'm writing.
And I can remember the 1979 thing in St. Lucia. I can remember that Plywood City. I can remember this one clearly.
Wow.
Clearly, these fellas mash up the city. I can remember that. This is one I will not forget, and the other one I won't forget is the 1996-97 Coupe strike.
19 what it was?
1995, 96, 97, the banana strike, the Coupe strike. This is something I will never forget.
Oh, that was a dark moment. I can remember it. I was at the Denry Hospital when they brought the police with bust head and my friend was killed, Joseph, in that. Yes, I remember that, 1995, 96, 97.
Yes, somewhere there, yes.
Yep.
I can remember that. But bravo, you understand. And that is one thing St. Lucians must get to understand and stop about this white and this black and this thing.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense. Yeah. Because thing I'm always telling them, when they tell me about it, they want Chastney because he's a white man, I'm asking them when you go to America, what is the color of the president?
Nonsense.
You understand? I'm telling them that.
Yep.
What is the color of the president? What is the color of the prime minister in Canada? What is color? But as I say, it was the last election was the campaign. The campaign was a campaign of hatred. It was a hatred election that was in St. Lucia.
Yep.
It was hatred. It was a hatred, and Lucians drank it like a good tablet. But anyway, Brother Garfield, we'll see you again. Thank you so much.
I really appreciate the call. I was informed there. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, that was our caller there, wishing the United Workers Party happy 60th anniversary, folks. The phone lines are open, 929-586-1821. Let me ask, who was the prime minister presenting that budget in 1980? Who was the prime minister? Who was the prime minister during that period of time? The number the lines are open, 929-586-1821. You want to wish the United Workers Party happy anniversary? Here is the moment. Here is the time for you to get involved. And while you're doing it, I'm quizzing you. Don't be ashamed. Call. If you don't want to answer, don't answer. All right? Yeah. All right. We have another call coming in. Caller, you on the air. Caribbean American News Media. Okay, we missed that call. Let's see if we can get that call back on the air. Hold a minute, folks. We just missed that call. Okay, we're going to wait. We're going to wait for that person to call back. So the prime minister during that bikini budget, who was the prime minister during that time, 1980? Who was the prime minister? And let me keep asking you questions. Alison George says 2024, we see in the real bikini budget from Philip Pear. No one has heard the allocation for the $1 billion they have borrowed in 2.5 years. So you have a second set of bikini budget. Okay, so the prime minister, let me see. I'm testing your knowledge, folks. Who was the prime minister presenting this bikini budget at the time? Okay, so we have Catherine and Dr. Fletcher. Miss Catherine McPhee, I think you have a lot of knowledge about, the happenings there in the country. And yes, it was Alan Louisi. Alan Louisi was the prime minister. But how long Alan Louisi lasted as prime minister of St. Lucia? How long? How long? Yes, it was Alan Louisi presenting this bikini budget. He was out in 1982 because George was fighting for leadership, right? So during 1982, on the bikini budget, Mr. Alan Louisi, there was a challenge there. Caribbean American News Media, welcome to the platform, caller. Could you wait a minute? I think we just got. Hold a minute. Just give me 1 minute. The system just disconnect there from our YouTube. Just bear with me. Let me just reconnect. Caller, just stay. Don't move. I really want to hear you. I really want to hear that correction. We're just reconnecting to our Bluetooth. Caller, go ahead. You're on the air now.
Yes, Brother Garfield, I was saying it was in the year 1980. Alan Louisi was the prime minister.
Yes.
Then he was ousted, and then they give it to Mikey Pilgrim.
Okay,
as
so
the interim prime minister.
So Mikey.
Yeah, Mikey Pilgrim. They give it to Mikey Pilgrim as the interim prime minister.
Okay. Okay, good. Thank you so much for that history. Thank you.
Okay, then.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Folks, the lines are open. 929-586-1821. Okay, here's another quiz. For you. We're still there in the 80s. Opposition walks out. The 7-member opposition walked out on a bill, a citizenship bill that the government wanted to pass in the country. And that bill would have allowed individuals who are in St. Lucia for 7 years holding a St. Lucian passport to automatically become a citizen of the country. So there was a citizenship bill during that period of time that would allow individuals from the Commonwealth, any Commonwealth country, who spend at least 6 years in the country to automatically become a St. Lucian citizen. Opposition walks out. 7-member opposition walk out on this bill. Who was part? You can name any one of the members. Do you know any one of those members during that time who walked out as opposition on the citizenship bill in 1980? Dr. Fletcher says, I was 19 years old when I voted in 1979 for the first time. And I am sure, Dr. Fletcher, you voted for the United Workers' Party. Okay, folks. Vikisha. Come on, folks. Anybody? Where's the callers? 929-586-1821. Come on, UWPs. Call and share your greetings to the party. Yes, 60 years. 60 years. You can't have any celebration without John Compton. Yeah? Yes, so during that period, there was a walkout by the opposition, 7-member opposition, and it was concerning a citizenship bill. A citizenship bill. Allison said Peter Josie was one of them, and Sharon said Kenny Foster. Is Kenny Foster related to? Oh, that's the lawyer. All right. Another question. Let's look at some drama during the 70s and the 80s. Louisy was asked to quit by a member of parliament through a letter that was sent to him. Who is this aggressive member of the House writing a letter asking Prime Minister Louisy to quit, resign? Oh, it's Kenneth Foster. Okay. Earl Lewis. By the way, I got to bring on Earl Lewis one of these days on our next program where we're going to celebrate 60 years of UWP. I'm going to bring him on. He has a lot of history. He says in 1980, the opposition was only 5 members. So that's a correction. In 1980, it was, let me just write that down because I want to have my history right. 1980, it was a 5-member opposition. Okay, so wow, you people are good. Elizabeth, Catherine, Allison, Sharon. No, Sharon, you're wrong. And Fletcher. Yes, it was George Odlum. George Odlum wrote a letter, an official letter to Prime Minister Louisy asking him to resign, to quit. So there's a lot of drama. That was some of the drama there of 70s, between the 70s and the 80s. Louis, yes, it was George Odlum. George Odlum seems to have been a little radical himself, ain't it? Oh, okay, let's go into, I'm going to quiz you. Y'all don't leave. I see some of you left already. No drama. We're going through history. This is 60 years of the United Workers' Party. Okay, let's go over now to the elections of 1979. The elections of 1979. Elections of 1979. Question. On the United Workers' Party side, who was the candidate in the 1979 elections on the United Workers' Party side for the Grosley North seat? In 1979, for Grosley North, who was the United Workers' Party candidate in that election? If I ask you who is whose mother and who is whose this, you all would know. Me question, are you all in UWP University tonight? Anu Jose. 1979, during the 1979 elections, Grosley North, who was the candidate? Someone said Alan Busque. Nope. Nope. Grosley North. Mikey Pilgrim. Nope. Oh, I have you all 9 North now. Oh, Pilgrim, no. Mikey, nope. Oh, no. Melvin, no. Nope. Hippolyte. Okay, let me help you all out with this one. Let me give you all a stat. It was Milton Moses. And Milton Moses went up against, during that elections, he went up against Mason. Gregor Mason. Somebody said Peter Phillips. No. For Babonneau North, 1979. Who was the United Workers' Party candidate in that election, 1979? Babonneau North. Yes, Lauren, it was Mason. You are absolutely. For the SLP, it was Mason for the SLP. So you're right. So Moses went up against Mason. Babonneau North was Alan Buske. That's right. Sharon, you are right. Let me go over to, sorry, let me look at our YouTube channel. I'm not watching over there, so I'm sorry. So Babonneau North was Alan Buske, yes. And he went up against Gasper. Angus Gasper of the SLP. Okay, let's see how much you know. Flabos, this is your quiz, 60th anniversary refresher. Castries Northeast, 1979 elections. Who was the candidate for the United Workers' Party for Castries Northeast? Castries Northeast. That is for on the United Workers' Party side. Someone said Stephenson King. Nope. Sharon said Stephenson King. Stephenson King was never part, I believe, of the 1979 elections. I can be corrected, but I don't think King Snake was any candidate in 1979. John Bristol. Castries Northeast is Hollis Bristol. You're right. Hollis Bristol. Romanus, no, Allison. Allison, oh, we have you 1-0. Fortuna says Hollis Bristol. Yes, she's so right. And he went up against Mikey Pilgrim. Mikey Pilgrim. Wait a minute. Mikey Pilgrim was an SLP? I didn't know that. Yes, Hollis Bristol. Wait. Let's guess this straight. So Mikey Pilgrim, he was an SLP. Huh? Hi, Sharon. How are you? Okay, so let's go for Castries Central. Castries Central. 1979 elections. Castries Central. Who was the candidate for Castries Central? And don't tell me it was, what's his name? What's Richard Frederick? Lisa says George Mallet. Alan Buske. Castries Central. What did I say? Castries Central? Yes, Castries Central. George Mallet. Yes, you are right, Lewis. It was George Mallet, and he went up against SLP Antonius Gibson. Antonius Gibson. Some of you might not remember. Yes, Miss Fortuna is right. Also George Mallet. And he, as I said, he went up against SLP Antonius Gibson in 1979. Let's move to Castries East. Castries East, 1979 elections. Castries East. Who was the United Workers' Party candidate for Castries East, 1979? Cleo? Nope. Castries East. Well-known name. Who did that? Lisa. Wait. Lisa. Where's Lisa? Lisa Romanus Lancico. You got it right. And Sylvia said it also over on YouTube. Lancico, yes. It was Romanus Lancico. I'd love this guy. And he went up against, guess what? The famous Peter Josie. Two powerful men. So let me put an SLP close to Mr. Josie back in 1979. SLP. Right, so Castries East was Romanus Lancico, and he went up against Peter Josie. These were honorable men. Yeah. By the way, anybody have any idea how that turned out for Romanus? Who won that seat in 1979? Was it Josie or Romanus Lancico? So we will wait on that answer, okay? So let's move to Castries South. Castries South. 1979 elections. Oh, Peter Josie won. Okay. He was a tough campaigner. Yeah. When I look at Peter, he was a serious politician, ain't it? But on the wrong side, huh? Okay, Lydia Francis says that was her rep. So let's go to Castries South. Castries South. Who was the Allison said she knew it was Romanus who won that seat. Castries South, the United Workers' Party candidate. 1979 elections. I will give you a clue. The last name J, the first name W. First name W, last name J. Castries South. Someone said Earl said John Odlum. John Odlum. Pilgrim, no. Desmond. Brathwaite. Charles. Okay, so let me give you the answer. Castries South was Wallace Joseph. Wallace Joseph for the United Workers' Party. And for the St. Lucia Labour Party, Wallace went up against John Odlum for the SLP. So John Odlum was the candidate there, Castries South. I hope I got it right. I hope I'm getting it right. I hope my notes are not mixed up. But you guys will have to guide me there. Castries Southeast. Castries Southeast. Louise won? Sylvia? Okay. Castries Southeast. I met this. Listen to me. Let me just hold on. Castries Southeast. Is that Guy Joseph District? I met this individual at Gablewoods Mall years ago. And she was so open and friendly. I couldn't believe it. Castries Southeast, the United Workers' Party representative, 1979. Castries Southeast. And this one, everybody should know. Every flabo should know who this individual was. All right, Allison, listen to me. If I was giving away a trophy tonight, you would have won just like Lorraine Monroe's. It was Maroc. Not George Adler, Maroc. Yes, Harlan Rock. I met this lady at Gablewoods Mall, and I was a young guy, and she was just talking, and she was just, man, I like her, you know? And she was giving me a little history and stuff. She didn't even know I was a United Workers' Party supporter when I met Maroc there at Gablewoods Mall. as a younger boy. And she went up against George Odlum. George Odlum. She was Miss Rock. My Rock was what? She was the first female politician? Was she? Was she? Come on, somebody help me. You know her as Maroc, yeah. So she went up against Odlum, George. So John and George, they were brothers. Let's go to Ancillary. 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 This is a famous name among United Workers' Party, among the United Workers' Party. Fortuna, first female to win a parliamentary seat. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. First female, and that again is an achievement of the United Workers' Party, friends. I'm telling you, the United Workers' Party has a rich history. It has a rich history. And we got to continue to keep this history before the people of St. Lucia. When people try to cast their mouth on the United Workers' Party supporters and say to us that we are not St. Lucians and, you know, we are dirty, we are thieves, we are crooks, and we are corrupt and all these things, it is very serious. Because we have a whole crowd of witnesses before us. And there are those who have gone ahead of us, who have been there and helped to build this nation, the United Workers' Party. So anytime you hear people, my friends, label you as corrupt, as not progressive, as the worst governing body in St. Lucia, in the history of St. Lucia, that is a lie. The United Workers' Party has a lot of achievement that they should be proud of, and we should speak about it every day. We should present it before the citizens of the country. Let the young people know our history. Let them know who we are, the United Workers' Party. Let them know we are the party of progress and development. Let's not allow them to label us because of one individual. No, the party is bigger than one. The party there are many. And united and strong. Swazel. Let's go to Swazel quickly because I know you got to go. Swazel. No. Ancillary, I said. Ancillary. Very famous name. Dove. Am I pronouncing it right? Ira. Is it Iva? Ira? What is it? I can't even understand my own handwriting. I write like a doctor. Ira Dove. I hear a lot of that name. Avril. Ira Dove. And he went up against another famous guy. He went up against SLP Kenneth Foster. Yeah, he went up against Kenneth Foster. Yes, Sylvia, you are so right. You know your history, lady. You know your history. Or your husband is helping you, Sylvie. Let's go to Ancillary Canaries. No, we did Ancillary Canaries. Soufrière. Let's look at Soufrière. The candidate there for 1979. Soufrière. I'm waiting. Soufrière. Okay, so let me help you. That one might not be Michael Dibole. Bulbuske. No, Soufrière for 1979. And maybe I can be corrected. I'm not sure. You know, we can look over it. Because we have another 2 sessions to celebrate our history. Winston. How do you pronounce that? Sina? Yes, that person is right. Soufrière. No, that's for the SLP. But it was Francisca has that right. Francisca has that right. It was Alcendo. And Alcendo, Christopher Alcendo, and he went up against Winston. Yes. So you people know your stuff. Vincent Monroe's doc? No. Okay. Okay. Alcendo, yeah. That's Soufre. Swazel Fossejac. Anybody? I'm not going to delay that one for y'all. Swazel Fossejac. It was Brian Charles. I don't know how many of you know Brian Charles. Anybody from Swazel? Yes, Brian Charles Jones, you're right. Brian Charles went up against Evans Cauldron. That is Ian's family. And that's in Swazel. Labrie. I only got the first name of that person who went up in 1979 in Labrie. And I believe, I'm going to give it to you. I'm not going to allow you to bust your head. On Labrie, Gilbert. And Gilbert went up against somebody else in on the SLP side. He went up against, let me just give you some time. He went up against Alan Louisi. Alan Louisi went up for Labrie for the SLP during that time. Beaufort North. Yes, Brian Charles. So that person is right. Brian Charles Swazel. Alan Louisi, yeah. Yes, Allison, you're right. And Cleo is actually confirming Brian Charles. Sharon, Kenny Anthony, nope. Sylvie, anybody has a take on this one? Beaufort North. No, not Anthony, it is Murray Thomas. Kenny Anthony was not in the groove in 1979 as yet. I can be corrected again, you know. Hey, Flora, how are you? So, yes, so it is Gilbert Labrie. And he went up against Alan Louisi. No, Beaufort North is Murray Thomas. He went up against SLP Sicily. And you will know that Sicily would have won that seat for the SLP. Beaufort South. Ira. Beaufort South, famous UWP in 1979. His daughter is still working with the party even today. A beautiful woman. Okay, let's take this call. Caller, you on the air, Carrying American News Media. Okay, we missed that call. I didn't realize the phone was ringing. I just got it. Henry Girodi, yes, Sharon, you're right. Yes, Sharon. Yes. You guys are hitting it. Sylvie, yes. Yeah, so for Beaufort South, we had Henry Girodi, and he went up against Bruce Williams. Bruce Williams for the SLP. Let's go to Miku South. No, Miku North. Miku North. Henry Girodi. I hear a lot of good things about him. Caller, you can call back. I'm sorry, I didn't hear the phone ringing, but you can always call me back. So we have Miku North. Okay, let's take this call. Caller, you're on the air, Carrying American News Media.
Yeah, I want to go back to Labrie. Labrie was John Joye.
Lord
okay?
Labrie?
Was John Joye.
Oh, it's John. What?
For the UWP. John G. Joye.
Yes.
Labrie.
Yes, okay. So
I'm just correcting that.
Thank you. Let me just write it. Yes, you're right. John.
And Miku North was Rodney Gervais.
Miku North?
Rodney Gervais. Miku North, yeah.
That's right.
Rodney Gervais.
And he went up against SLP
Thomas James.
Thomas James, yeah. Wow, you know your history from 1979, sir? What can you remember about that era?
Everything.
Wow.
Everything.
Wow.
I could give you the number of votes they got to
What?
if you want that.
We're putting together a program on Monday next week where we're going to go into all the different communities and look at the votes during those periods. So I would love to have you on.
No problem.
Right. All right. So we'll touch base, both you and Mr. Lewis. I would love to have you with some of the historians who want to come on. We'll bring you on. We'll go through the bouillon of the United Workers' Party, 60 years of working. Anything else you want to say to us?
No, a lot of the information you got between 1979 and 1982, they were not all correct.
Okay, so what we can do is on Monday, God's willing, we can make all the corrections, you know?
Yeah. Hello?
Yes, sir. You're on.
I was making the point between 1979 and 1982, some of the information you got is not correct. Somebody told you that after Alan Reesy was Mikey Pilgrim as interim.
Yes.
That was wrong. After Alan Reesy was Winston Snack. And then in 82, you had Mikey Pilgrim as interim. A number of the information about the Plywood City as well was not correct that Ian gave you. So perhaps when you have the time, we can go through that again.
Okay, sounds good. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we'll love that. Thank you so much, caller. I'm going to just save your number so we can touch base.
I beg your pardon?
I'm going to save your number so we can always touch base.
I will give you that when you leave your
thank you so much, sir.
The program.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you, caller.
Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for calling. So that's a very informed caller there. And we're going to bring him on at the appropriate time. Lisa Jean-Baptiste, she said, RT Honorable George Melvin Compton. Okay, so we're at Miko South, and she said it was John Compton. John Compton, 1979, and he went up against Raymond Flood for the SLP. Raymond Flood for the SLP. Denry North, anybody? And Lucy, yes, very interesting. And I would love to hear from this caller and also Mr. Lewis. Mr. Lewis is rich in history. Both Mr. Lewis and our caller, we want to come together so we can educate our younger audience too as to the history of the United Workers' Party. All right? So we have Miko South, John Compton against Raymond Flood, SLP. Denry North. Anybody have any idea about Denry North? Who was candidate 1979? Okay, let me help you guys. It was Vincent Monrose. Joyce and Fletcher had to step away for a bit. Well, you missed a very powerful caller who, Sylvia said it was Ferdinand Henry. No, not 19. And I'm subject to correction, but no, Sylvia. I don't think it's Ferdinand Henry for Denry North during 1979. I believe it's Vincent Monrose. Does the name ring a bell? Vincent Monrose. And he went up against, oh boy, I didn't write that well. I think it's Francis Michel. I got to figure that out Okay. So let's go to Denry North. Denry South, sorry. Denry South, who was 1979. Very famous name, 1979. Denry South. Who was the candidate for that elections? Okay, Earl said Vincent Monroe's for Denry North. You're right. Dr. Vincent Monroe's my uncle and God. Wow, Lauren, your uncle. Wow, wow, wow. This is amazing. Wow. So I am correct. Denry North. Dr. Vincent Monroe's. Wow, wow. Whoa. See, the history is deep, you know, friends. The history is deep. Velma Joseph said yes. Denry South. Denry South is our last constituency. Denry South. Denry South. Earl Lewis, my brother. You hit it on the head. You hit it on the head. Denry South was Clendon Mason. Clendon Mason. Let's take this call. I gotta watch the phone. Caller, you on the air. Carried American News Media. Yes, sir. Denry North. In 79? Give me that name again. So, yes, Ferdinand, yes. Right. So my notes were right. Yes, Denry South, Clendon Mason, and Remy Lesmore. I knew Mr. Lesmore. Good man. Wow. Mm-hmm. Ferdinand Henry. Okay. You know what? No, you're right, because I have that. Do you have the vote count? 1,329? You. Mm-hmm. Wow. You just blew my mind there.
Votes cast in that election.
Wow. Sorry, I had you muted. Sorry about that. So let's make the corrections here again.
I said there were 2,000. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because you were muted, I wasn't getting it through the system. So, folks, we have a major correction to do here, and let's do justice. Denry North. So, in 1979, it was Ferdinand Henry on the UWP side, winning a vote of 1,329. And his opponent was, go ahead, caller.
323, sorry. 323.
323. Mm-hmm.
Frances Michel with a vote count of 1,121.
1,021, okay.
Yes. Good. And Frances Michel, 1,121. Total votes cast was 2,472.
Caller, you are a historian, brother. Wow.
There were 28 rejected ballots.
What? 28. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Caller, we need to talk. You just blow my mind. You just blow my mind there, man. Wow. So that was, wow, Dennery North and Dennery South was Clendon.
Yeah.
So who won Dennery North 1979?
Ferdinand Henry.
South?
Glendon, yeah, Ferdinand Henry. Oh, Dennery South, it was Glendon Mason, no.
Yeah.
Remy Ledmore is 749 votes, and Glendon Mason 673. There were 1,463 votes cast, 41 rejected ballots.
Okay, good. Wow. Caller, I thank you so much for the correction, I'm going to wait until Monday for our next program on the 60th year anniversary of the United Workers' Party. And then we're going to get everything in place. Everything is going to be correct. I was just, trying to put stuff together. And I came very close, I must say. Very close. So, John Compton, the years of John Compton winning governance in St. Lucia, was it 1979, 1982, and 1995?
I beg your pardon?
John Compton, these years that he won the elections, was it 1979, 82, and 95?
Yeah, he won in 79. He won in 79. Okay, in Liquid South. He had 221 votes. And who ran against him? Raymond Flood got 469. That is Sarah Flood's dad.
Yeah. Oh, that's Sarah Flood's dad?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, interesting. Wow. So, okay, so thank you so much, caller. We're going to call it quits for the night, and then we will be back, God's willing, tomorrow and on Monday, where we continue looking at the history of the United Workers' Party. Thank you, caller. And to our viewers, thank you so much. Sylvie says this guy needs to educate us on our UWP history. Yes, Sylvie, we're going to bring him on, and together with Earl Lewis, and we're going to just go through, refresh our minds, remind ourselves that we are from a winning party, not a we are from the winning side. And let me remind you of that before we leave.
Sworn in as the Prime Minister of St. Lucia. He took the oath of office before the island's Governor General on Tuesday, just a few hours after he led his United Workers' Party, the UWP, to an 11 seats to 6 victory over the St. Lucia Labour Party, the SLP. The UWP's victory at the polls was a stunning one for the country after renowned Caribbean pollsters predicted a tight race to the finish. Leader of the St. Lucia Labour Party and immediate past Prime Minister Dr. Kenny Anthony said in a statement last night that he will not take up the position of Leader of the Opposition or continue as leader of the storied political party, the St. Lucia Labour Party. Now, as we speak, ballot recounting in 2 of the country's 17 constituencies is underway. The official figures for the 2016 general elections are expected to be released on Wednesday. From Cash Street, St. Lucia, Alison Kentish, Telesur.
We know how to win. Sorry about that. We know how to win elections. All right? Yes, we do. We do. So, folks, have a beautiful night, and thank you for being here with us. Thank you for bearing with me as I try to navigate through the system. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure being here with you. May God bless you. Have a beautiful night, friends, and do your homework, because we'll be back with more history. We will be back, friends, with more history. And remember, keep working, friends. The United Workers' Party. Yes, blessings to you.